All right, so I think this is going to be a great tool for everybody to access to understand what's going on in the Houston market in terms of industrial labor. So this first slide is going to be our comparison model. Over here, you can see in the map that it has every single zip code within the Houston MSA boundary. And what we can do with the clients is just say, hey, look, what are you really looking after? What are your main concerns whenever trying to pick like a industrial warehouse facility, right? Like, do you really need overall labor supply that exists? We'll give it more points because here you got 0 to 10 points that you can give each one of these different parameters. If you want to give a higher weighting to the existing labor supply, go ahead and maybe give it 3 points. If you want to say, look, I really care about labor costs and I just want to go to an expensive area, then go ahead and give that the most points. On labor growth, perhaps it's going to work out in the next couple of years, but you're not really sure. You can always just rate labor growth a little bit low. And then on labor competition, you want to stay the heck away from anybody because you're really concerned about labor cost. So right now we've got all four of these variables weighted. And then here would be the best zip code to go into to figure out to get all of this. Then the next highest one would be this one, next highest, next highest, next highest, and then on down the line. So this is how you can start to quickly go over the Houston market in terms of industrial labor. Now, once you find a zip code that you're interested in, like this 77043, you can just go down here to the site analysis. And then once we select the zip code, here's the overall page that we can learn everything that's going on from that zip code within a 30-minute drive time during traffic conditions. So we're talking about this entire area during 30 minutes. Over here, you got your key demographics. Within this area, you got 5% or 4% population growth, the total population, total civilian workforce, median household income. And then here inside this map, we're actually showing where the highest concentration of that industrial warehouse labor actually lives. So within that 30 minutes, this is where you're going to find the largest pockets of that industrial labor. We're also just showing the largest employers that are nearby within 30 minutes. You've got your macro labor supply overview. So this is the labor supply, this is the labor demand, and then you got the difference. Whenever we're talking about industrial and warehouse labor, we're really talking about these four occupations over here. You've got your labor stock material movers, picker packers, right here. Forklift drivers, these are called industrial truck and tract operators. And so now you can actually see the supply, because this is just the sum total of all four of these occupations. But if they're really interested in forklift drivers, you could say, hey, look, within 30 minutes, you've got about 14,025 people. And then over down at the bottom, we actually show the 10th to the 90th percentile wages. So if you're really trying to get those forklift drivers, that at the 90th percentile at $27.19, you should have easy access to them. And then you got your labor stock material movers, your picker packers, and your order clerks, or your stock order filers. Those are the lowest labor in terms of skill level. So let me know what you think about this overall labor dashboard.